What creates conflict? The short answer is that conflict can be caused by anything that leads to a disagreement. Let's take a look at common causes of conflict. Conflict is a disagreement that arises when two or more parties perceive a threat to their interests, needs, or concerns. Task conflict is a disagreement about tasks or goals. A moderate amount of task conflict is beneficial in the early stages of a project because it increases innovation and generates more alternatives from which to choose. However, task conflict is more likely to be detrimental over time when tasks are complex. Task conflict can be very productive if handled correctly. Have you ever wanted to do a task one way but someone else preferred a different strategy? Even when we agree about what we're trying to accomplish, we can still disagree about how we should accomplish it. Process conflict reflects conflict about how to accomplish a task, who is responsible for what, and how things should be delegated. Role ambiguity increases process conflict. If a manager does not clearly assign work tasks to employees, employees may experience process conflict as they jockey with each other to do the most desirable assignments and avoid the least desirable tasks. Have you ever had trouble working with someone because you just didn't like the person? Conflicts can arise from interpersonal differences in motivations, assumptions, or personality. Interpersonal differences are a common trigger of relationship conflict, which is the result of incompatibility or differences between individuals and groups. Relationship conflict can be triggered by personality, particularly the personality traits of dogmatism or power motivation. Relationship problems can often fuel disputes and lead to an uncertainty in escalating spirals of dysfunctional conflict. The availability and allocation of scarce resources is a major source of conflict in organizations. Incompatible needs and competition over perceived or actual resource constraints can create conflicts of interest. Conflicts of interest can occur when someone believes that they have to satisfy their own needs. The needs and interests of someone else must be sacrificed. Change also causes conflict. Indeed, it's been said that change is not possible without conflict. One of the primary drivers of conflict is uncertainty. Organizational changes, including reorganization, downsizing, and changing business strategies, increase uncertainty and opportunities for resource conflicts. External changes can also trigger conflict if regulations or changing market conditions change the relative importance of different organizational groups. People differ in their values and worldviews. These differences are a source of values conflict, or conflict arising from perceived or actual incompatibilities in beliefs about what is good or bad, right or wrong, fair or unfair. Values conflicts can arise when people or groups have different values or a different understanding of the world. Remember, uncertainty is one of the primary drivers of conflict. Poor communication increases uncertainty and can thus increase the potential for conflict. Informational conflict occurs when people lack important information, are misinformed, misinterpret information, or disagree about what information is relevant. When one person or unit is dependent on another for resources or information, the potential for conflict increases. Structural conflict is the result of structural processes or features of the organization. Structural conflict can be horizontal or vertical. Understanding conflict is critical to managing conflict in organizations.